7 seasons, bro. Last season I played, it finally happened. My nose is on 10 right now, bro. Brutal.
Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. The kickoff team is out.
It's raining.
Energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. So the Toledo Rockets offense will get the first swing today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
He hands it off from the gun. They start tonight with a run, but it's stuffed for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. The Rockets will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
He shreds the tackle. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
The speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
That completion makes it second and medium. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Razorbacks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw now on first down. Trying to extend the play. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hogs.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. Coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The pass rush closing in. He's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
This one ends up as safety.
What great defense right here. That is diagnosing the screenplay. You see how that defender chased it down, earns his team 2 points? He just saw it coming from the snap.
And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. They'll run it to the left. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He fires it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. And the Razorbacks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. And now the handoff. Throws a stiff arm. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job with the coverage team. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's found some room at the 45. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So it's Arkansas in front, and the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made.
That weak ass out route, bro.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Here's the 2nd down
Yes, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Holding.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Third and very long, and they may get 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Jukes to get past a man. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. And the defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. The Razorbacks line up with a 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And the Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Great move there. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Who makes the grab? Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. They're going to throw the football. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Toledo.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty. And
they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a fourth down completion. Contact as he threw it, and they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Rockets will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rockets will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, that one's picked off. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets. This game is far from over. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards on a first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Fires it on the move. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive...
I don't know why he stopped running from the zone.
And the Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Will he score here? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only is he picked...
Touchdown, Hogs. This offense is still clicking. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. The coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. We do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Same tailback, another carry. powering through.
Hey, come on, bro.
For the defense, but moves the sticks.
Dude is not this fucking good.
Let's face it, most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Pressure is coming.
Well, to call that play, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line and quarterback because you're so close to your own goal line. Here, they don't protect the quarterback. They give up the sack and almost causes a safety.
That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. Just ran away from the defense.
I mean, you're backed up all the way near your own goal line. I mean, they're at their own 1-yard line. They're just trying to get a little bit of room. And instead, the length of the field, 99 yards for a touchdown. What a play.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. So Arkansas has the lead here. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He fires this throw, and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the...
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes...
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the marker. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Razorbacks will look to convert here on 4th down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all.
PI. Had my arm. He was holding my arm.
Is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
He was holding my arm.
Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. So 1st and 10. That's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. And they'll run the draw.
Honestly, that should have been spot on the 1, but
2nd and 7. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
toe tap Larry. Ah!
Very near the goal line. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure. They come up with a sack here.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's
Why are we getting a holding call, bro?
Tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about.
Illegal block in the back is fucking bullshit.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quick pass. The catch is made. Defense reacts.
Probably the worst play ever.
Gain on the play. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. There's contact on the throw. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Running with purpose. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Rockets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got a
Bro.
clear end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run safely thrown football for the touchdown.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they were going on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Brought down the crosses midfield to the 46. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll try a
Bruh. Bruh. Come on, dog. Can't make this shit up.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he pulls in the catch. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Razorbacks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Got him for a sack, a big play made by one of the senior leaders in this defense.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown, Razorbacks. This passing game is on fire today. They're setting out to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. An effective play, good for a 1st down at the 35. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And that catch is hauled in. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Now he just comes up and spikes it to stop the clock. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, this this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make...
But hell no, man. Cut the shit. God damn.
To get ready for this pitch and catch combo for the playoff game, they've had no answer so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
A timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Of course,